know, there's so many things that are special about the School of the Art Institute of Chicago's Master of Arts program in Visual and Critical Studies. I think one of the things that stands out the most to me is the innovative kind of spirit of the program.
It's not art history, but it could include art history. It's not cultural studies, but it could include cultural studies.
It's a field, it's not a discipline. It's not something which you're told to do and become proficient in. It's a form of self-investigation.
I think it's filled with a group of both faculty and student inventors, people who make things up. They make up ideas, they make up objects, they make up platforms and modalities.
My thought process was, if I'm going to be studying these creative products, why would I want to separate myself from their actual production? So I started looking into art schools, which was very different than the four-year public university that I went to in undergrad, because I wanted to be closer with artists, I wanted to be closer with filmmakers, makers, creators.
I think that I am formally at home in the painting department, but I'm pedagogically at home in VCS. And I really feel like there's kind of a home for every thought that I have and everything that I want to make. And that's really liberating.
I started looking at sort of the world, economics, politics, science through the lens of visual culture. And I met a faculty member in November 2010, and I said, I don't know if I should go into a journalism program, I don't know if I should go into an art history program. And he said, well, maybe you should look at this other program where you can define how you want to approach the subject that you're interested in.
I took Chris Gatrone's Adorno course, the culture industry, which at that point I wasn't in the VCS program, but that's a VCS course. And just from talking to people in that class and actually learning about the VCS program, I just walked into Jim Elkins' office one day and demanded to be in the program. I said, hey, I read Deleuze and Guattari, and he said, well, I don't know if we do much of that, but I was like, yeah, well, let me in anyways.
The program is really open and fluid in so many ways, but there is a sort of spine to the curriculum. And this includes courses such as those that familiarize the student with the basic domain of visual and critical studies, including the theories, the concepts, the critical modes that are instructive to visual and critical studies. In addition, students take courses in research and production, and also thesis courses.
VCS is like those plywood boxes that has like the rubber thing that you stick your hand in and you're supposed to feel what's inside. And it's like, oh, it's like a pine cone, maybe. It's always like, your reaction is like, oh my God. And then it's like a rock or like a shell or something. And it's just like, it's always really scary, but it's fine.